Nice. We are ripped and ready for some Khans of Tarkir drafting. And what an interesting pack we have here. You might notice a Pearl-like Ancient foil. How much is that even worth? Hold on. Yeah, it's worth like $7 just because it's a mythic foil. So I'm gonna have to take it on Value Town. And it's still a good card. I mean, I might go into like the Super Control late Sultai / 5-color or whatever deck, which I want to be anyway. But passing a Butcher the Horde is kind of messed up. My opponent's gonna be like, "What? Is this person timed out or something?" Tranquil Cove, Ice Feather Aven catch my attention outside of Butcher, which is the obvious slam. With Ice Feather Aven probably being the one I'd take over the Cove. But now I'm looking to go Teamer, 5-color, or Sultai. Not so much the Jeskai, but certainly could do it. Uh-oh, I've got some lag happening here. Maybe I need to restart. I just don't like doing that at this point in a draft. Alright, didn't quite have to miss a pick here. We'll take the Aerialist, stay blue to go with our Pearl-like Ancient. Not too sure how this lag's going to work out for us. Ride Down's a fantastic card. Monastery Flock is fine. Hardened Scales, not so much. Pretty weak pack in general. I actually think I'm taking the best card out of the pack, and it's pretty nice that it goes together. Hello, Villainous Wealth. Yep, we're taking Villainous Wealth. Gonna go for it. Kind of have to. Way too much fun. We already want to go late, so let's build a deck around that. We've got our nice bombs. We want things to go into that part of the game that we can get there. Want this Loxodon, might want the Snowhorn Rider, Alpine Grizzly. The only thing is, I have to start looking for some lands here soon. Mardu is, of course, to our left, to who we passed to, since that deck said I want these Monastery Flocks to come around, but I think, well, Villainous Wealth, too much fun. Have to rock and roll the wealth here. And yeah, the person who got past Butcher the Horde's like, hey, there's a sign. I assume my opponent would guess that if I wasn't disconnected that I picked up some like money card that was a foil or something, because that's exactly what I did. So there you go. Okay, and we have a Bellowing Saddle Brute and a Sultai Flare, kind of in our colors. I'm happy to go with, I think, the Brute over the Flare, even though they're both great. If one was blue, I'd take it over the other, but this one just has to be a little bit bigger, and I don't really mind losing 4 life, just the bigger the better, yahoo! And try to go Sultai long-term strategy, which means I'd like this long shot squad, would play a cancel, want to see the lands in my colors. Nice that I'm seeing these lands, makes me consider going, again, 5 colors is an option with Snowhorn Rider, but seeing these guys late also is a big signal to me. I'm also thinking that there's going to be a, whatchamacallit, a 5-color drafter next to me, since maybe that was picked over those really nice commons. It also means Sultai is the colors to be on. I could take the Mystic of the Hidden Way because it's a fantastic blue card, but it's a little more aggressive, and an on-color Sultai card to get my Wealth and Saddlebrute going is where I want to be right now. Even this guy is pretty premium. I don't think we're going to see a lot of lands this game, so I want it. Wow, another Aerialist. And anyway, so blue's the way to go. Not that I want to fill up so much on these late games, but these are just finished. I'm not going to see that many more of them. Wow, and another Mystic of the Hidden Way, which I would totally rock if I could. Scout the borders. We're going to be in Sultai. This might be the way to go. It also means I get a dig for some of my bombs and make sure I'm hitting land drops. The thing is, right now I don't have a lot of green. Like, green could be the actual splash. Embodiment kind of helps us get there and ramp. And we're gonna kind of want to. We're actually gonna want to play. I'm not gonna take the embodiment. We're gonna want to play Embodiment Ministering. We're also gonna want to play Scout the Borders. But blue, we're already on the track, and we're gonna want banners in this deck. I mean, with a Wealth, Pearl-like Ancient, and 2 Aerialists already, we want them banners. And here's a Highland game, which is not only. Oh, I guess Royal Patrol's better, but it's in our colors and a pretty good card. Sultai banner is exactly the banner I want. I want it over Unyielding Krumar. So great. I mean, I won't say it's a great card, but yay, get in the deck. Karu Dreadmaw helps us stay alive, but I think Highland Games does a better job of that anyway. Snowhorn Rider I'll take in case we end up going into Teamer. It's just, I mean, I don't really need a Jeskai banner per se, and not a Dutiful Return, because we're not full on Sultai yet. Cancel I'll take. I want to be base blue. How come? There it is. Thank you. Behemoth, I'll also take, and then put it to the sideboard. Feed the clan to the sideboard. You get to hang out here. In our 7-drop slot, and then you're here, and you're on our 3. Oh, I should have restarted while I could. Since I'm worried about what's going on with everything right now. Well, I think we have a pretty clear plan. Big old powerful spells, get to them before other people, and stay alive. Alright, lots of thoughts happening with Moto again. Bummer. Hey, there we go. Sage is really good, but so is Death Frenzy in this deck. Water Roll would be playable. Sage is great, but I'm not really looking to do the 5 colors. I don't have enough lands for it. So I think I'll just take any really powerful spell in my colors. Longshot Squad would be good too. Disdainful Stroke would make the cut. But this is fine. I'm going to take that. Death Frenzy. Ooh, Opulent Palace gonna slam, even though Pine Walker would be fantastic as well. But this is the colors that I need. Pine Walker, you're so good. And I don't think I can pass up a Tri-Land in my colors. Because I need help with all that fixin'. Why is this screwy with me right now? Not a fan. Sultai Ascendancy. Am I that much on the Ascendancy plan? Helps me filter. So that's cool. I really want this Abomination, though. I don't know what's right here. I think Sultai is fine, but we're not really doing the Delve thing. Like, we have our big finishers, so I don't care about Delve that much. I just want to get to them. Abomination helps me do that better than the Sultai. I mean, Ascendancy helps me find what I need, helps me find my lands, but like if I'm taking a turn off, like I could be dying sooner. I think I actually just want the Abomination Duel. That could be wrong, but I just am not that impressed with Ascendancies, and I think mana is like hard to deal with right now with only 2 fixers. And if I take the Ascendancy, then I have to really price myself into caring about that. I want more Rampers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, why are you thinking so hard? And there's a Temur Ascendancy. Swiftwater Cliff's wrong. We'll take the Monastery Flock. It's morph, it's blue on our base, helps us stay alive. I told you I wanted those. I wasn't lying about it. Here's a Shanley Tens, which will also make the cut. But again, we've got our powerhouses later. We don't need more than that. Disown Ancestor could also make it, but I think the Flock being a morph is a little bit more applicable to my strategy. I would take the Ancestor over the Kintree Warden, though. Because I do technically want to be with like more black in my deck. Could take the Ascendancy though. But again, I just already mentioned how much I don't like thinking about the Ascendancy thing. And that's why I'm going to take an Archer's Parapet. We're already looking to be pretty heavy green. I like the Bitter Revelation, but I want to stay alive. Here's another Sultai banner. If the Tranquil Cove was in our colors, I would take it. But it ain't. Just trying to get these all lined up because I'm a little bit anal. Yeah, I'm going to take the Parapet again over the Charger. I just think it's going to be better for this deck. So let's look like we're basing ourselves blue-green as our 2 colors with a black splash. Saddle Brute, Frenzy, and Veil's Wealth, all very black splashable. The Gudul on the flip, the Pit on the activation. Still pretty much take any, look, it's frozen again, any lands in our color. Here I'm going to take the Scout the Borders over the Mardu Skull Hunter, because I think black's going to be a little bit on splash. We actually have plenty of things to do on our defense at 2. I don't think I ever want a second Embodiment of Spring. And Singing Bellstrike, though good, I think Scout's a little bit better. Once again, Filling the Graveyard is going to be okay, but more importantly, helping us dig into one of our bombs or getting the lands we need to play our bombs. Not sure if they're all making that kind of cut. We'll see. Swiftwater Cliffs is not the kind of land we want. Glacial Stalker, though, is perfectly fine morph. And Sidisi's Pet, arguably better than Stalker, but not really. I mean, I say arguably because you can flip it earlier, it has a bigger butt earlier, but I think we did a pretty good job with our 2-drop slot. That I think we just take like just the overall better card on its own. Interesting. Witness? I don't want the Sandbar. I got the Highland Games, which do a better job. Adept, stupid. Witness or Kin Tree Warden? I think it's the Witness every time, right? Morphs are good. Kin Tree Warden does help stay alive, but you sink so much mana into it. Oh, here's an interesting pick. Disdainful Stroke or Weave Fate? Both are kind of on the same level of like blah, but I already have a cancel. And I didn't pick up the Sorin version of this. Bitter Revelation. So I think we're going to take the Weave Fate. Not excited for Weave Fate or cancel necessarily, but they're fine. Am I ever playing a second Sultai banner? I think I am. But I think I also want this first Singing Bell Strike over the second Sultai banner, because this is going to actually make the cut. If anything, I can use the Abzan banner to kind of replace it. I'm not going to play a second cancel or any of these other cards, although Naturalize is a fine sideboard card. I think we'll take the Abzan banner as our backup sideboard card. Crazy the Team Mirror Ascendancy tabled. Still going to take the Kin Tree Warden. Sultai banner made it. Not too sure I'm going to have 2 in the deck yet, but that will be the second one as needed. Get rid of our erase there. Alright, so we're at 20 playables. Gosh, I'm going to be so scared of the Marduk player, because I'm also passing this Ankle Shaker to the person I passed the Butcher of the Horde. That's crazy. I'm going to take the Thornwood Falls over like a Treasure Cruise, Despise, or Sidisi's Pet, all of which would make the deck. But this just helps with our base colors to get where we want to be with our blue-green splashing our black. So I'm actually okay with this. Wouldn't mind was like an Opulent Palance instead. Ooh, Grim Harrispec I like quite a bit. What else is in this pack? Dragon Eye Savants is good. Not as good as Grim Harrispec. Maybe I'm being greedy there, though. What removal spells do we have? How did this get messed up? I don't remember that happening. We have a Scene, Bell Strike, and a bunch of dorks. Yeah, actually, let me start cleaning up some of the dorks here, right? Don't want to have to play you. I actually want to play the Embodiment of Spring. Don't want to play Singing Bell Strike yet, or Weave Fate. Our 3s are all kind of dorky. Yeah, we're not super powered. We'll take the Harrispec, even though blacks are splash. It's still a morph, of course, and we can generally get some card advantage out of it. Over, say, like the Dragon Eye Savant, which is really fantastic, but this is already on our colors, so I'm cool with it. I wouldn't mind some more land action, but whatever. No. Maybe. I already have good 2-drops. Highland Games, I think, are better than Smoke Teller because of the life gain and wanting to go late. The only thing is, this is black, and I'm trying to keep my black cards to the minimum. Yeah, screw it. Helps me stay alive. But I'm hopefully not playing either of them, I guess. These are all bad. Guess I'll take the Glacial Stalker. It's another morph and just another butt to stick around. Gets us to our 22 playables. And our base 15 creatures, 7 others. That's pretty okay. So we have a deck here that is definitely playable. I think I want a second Sultai banner because of, again, our Villainous Wealth, which always gets moved around, so I'm just leaving it here. Our Aerialists and our Prolic. That's 4 cards we want to be ramping into. So I think I want to. Here's another Sultai banner. Don't want to pick it though. Tranquil Cove is off on the colors. I don't want the Krumar over any of my morph guys, I don't think. Is Stubborn Denial ever anything? Not really. Saddle Brute, Aerialist all late, but once those are down, they're kind of like already down. So maybe it's just the Krumar Bondkin here. Yep. Krumar Bondkin. Would I rather have that over anything in my deck at the moment? Not really. So we'll get rid of that guy. Might need to not play Shamley Attendants if we don't get enough of the mana. Because it can just cut down on the black. I think Saddlebritt's the only like hard cast, like super powerful dude I want to hang on to. This is not a Wind Scout deck, even though it's our base color. I don't really want a third Highland game. Crippling Chill's not really that important. CDC's Pet. I don't think we're playing any of these cards. We just want like some more powerful like removal spells, or honestly just more fixing. How many black cards do I have? 1. We'll count this as 0.5, so 2, 3, 4, 5 right now, with an Opulent Palace and a Sultai Banner for the splash. Where'd it go? What did I just take? The CDC Pet. Yes, that's what it was. I think Archer is going to be better than Bitter Revelation, just because of the mana. I wanted the Bitter Revelation, mind you. That's what I was mentioning with the Wii Fate. But I'm not going to be able to cast black too much. And this is a fine morph and better than some of the other spells we have going, like the CDC's Pet. So I think we'll go ahead and just be fine taking the Archer. Stays alive. Helps us stay alive really nicely. Heartbreaker. None of these cards are making it. I don't think I'm ever going to play a second Wii Fate or a second Cancel. So, I mean, maybe play a second Cancel. Treasure Cruise. Actually get in there. That might actually make the main cut. So this is our main deck. Kind of went downhill after we got some of our initial pumps. I hope the Mardu player we don't have to face. Who should that be? Another Cancel / Wii Fate pick. I'll actually take Rotting Mastodon in case for some magical reason I end up wanting that. So this is me here. So whoever Nano F is, I'm curious as to see what that person's deck ends up being. I already have a Kintree Warden. Don't really want a Sandbar over a Smoke Teller, so there you go, in case we need extra 2 drops. None of these matter. This is the end of the draft. Another Sultai Banner. Yay! We're never playing 3. But I really have to decide if I want to play 2. That's going to be an interesting set of decisions. We get our last card. I'm going to restart Moto since it's being funky and lagging so much. So let me pause and I'll bring you back after deck. Boom! Here we are. Okay, restarted Moto. Hopefully things won't be so crazy. Here's the initial bust down of my current interested cards. We're at 24. I got to cut 2. Here's our creatures. I like the creatures. We're at 15. Might need to cut one, though. Our spells are kind of lame, maybe? We have 3 fantastic spells, of course, and then a bunch of other ones. Right now I have both banners in, which could be overkill. I've honestly never played a banner in the drafts before, but this just seems like the kind of deck that wants it, since we kind of want to get to 5 mana super fast, and we have a lot of things to do with our mana later on, either casting all of our 6 drops, having our 7 drop, a Villainous Wealth, or a Cruise, Treasure Cruise, all those kind of things are kind of interesting to me. So I think this is actually an 18-land double Sultai banner deck. My only worry is, like, let's say if I flood out too much, because I already going to have 18 lands, I want to be ramping, but with also with our Harrispec and our drawing cards, I think we have plenty of things to do with our mana. In this format, you tend to always have things with your mana anyway. I think I'm just going to cut one of the Cancels, even though I like it in this deck, so I want to be flipping things. But having 2 is a little rough on the mana, in terms of double blue. Also, I don't want to cut a Singing Bellstrike. This will help me stay alive later, since we don't have great butts. I don't think we need a second Highland Games either, because we have our Embodiment, 2 drops, and a bunch of good morphs. If I have a really aggressive opponent like that Mardu deck we're going to see, I'll probably bring in the Highland Game, maybe in a Smoke Teller over like some of the Sultai Banner action. We'll see. But the black cards I'm not playing. The Mastodon would fit right in this deck, because I really wanted to cut down on my black. I already have 3 that I need to hardcast, plus 2 that I'm splashing. I only have 3 fixers in my deck. 3 dual lands. Feed the Clan, of course, doesn't matter. Teller. Scout, I didn't want to play, because I'm not playing the Attendants. I don't really need it. And with Treasure Cruise, I'll be able to cast Treasure Cruise when I need to, because I'm looking to ramp anyway and have cards, you know, trading off. So I don't think I really need the Scout to fuel the graveyard. That's about it. Put in our lands. Alright, if I have 8 islands, 8, 9, 10, that's 11 blue sources. I don't feel like I need that many, because I also have the Sultai banner, so goodbye. It's going to pump up some forests here. 4, 5, 6, 7 forests. Seems a little weak, but I do like having 5 black sources. 4, 5 for our 5 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7. This might be right, though. 3, 4. Considering Death Frenzy and Villainous Wealth are kind of late anyway. I don't like that 7. I really like 10 blue, though. Since blues are base color, and we have 2 double blue spells in our deck. But actually, the Sultai Banner helps with those. So yeah, actually, I forgot about that. Sultai Banners are also really fantastic. It helps with the fixing, so... Wait, what did I just do? Did I mess that up? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... Yeah, I have an extra land here. I want to go like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's what we want. Boink. Adding to the deck. We're all ripped and ready for action. Let's go to round 1.